Now, if you've been with this channel for long enough, you know that there's a few things that I really like. Guitars and definitely going fast. Electric skateboards is one of my favorite ways to do it. And today we're going to take a look at a way to upgrade either the electric skateboard that you have or the OMW Board's Hussar, which I've reviewed before. Let's check it out. Welcome back, I'm Tony, and yeah, a while back I reviewed the Hussar from OMW, and first of all, they're a great electric skateboard company. They're kind of, I don't want to say they're up and coming or rising or anything like that because they've been around now for what, almost 2 years? But one thing that I know about this company is that they're really good about customer service and they're really good about listening to their customers. So their original boards, they had forged trucks on them. Yeah, I mean, a lot of electric skateboards have those on there, but when you're talking about going 20 miles per hour, you know, or faster, you want to make sure that your trucks are going to be solid, and forged trucks, well, they've been shown to break here and there. None of the ones from OMW have, but just in general, that's something that, you know, you might hear. Also, both the Cavalry and the Hussar came with, well, double kingpin trucks, and maybe you don't like those. Well, something that we're seeing a lot of manufacturers do these days, and I think it's great, is giving you options for your trucks, or just saying, hey, listen, this is what we have as CNC trucks. So CNC aluminum is going to give you a little bit less weight. It's going to give you some great durability. They look really good. And in this case, they allow you to do a bunch of different colorways. So you can pretty much, well, I'll show you here on the website. So the OMW CNC TKP e-skateboard truck, which is what I put on mine, so that's what I'm showing you, but they also have a double kingpin if you want to stick with that. They have silver, red, gold, black, dark blue, ocean blue, purple, green, gray, and pink. Those are the options that you have to choose from, and they're not limited to that because, as you see, I chose my colors specifically for each different part for it, for the hanger, for the base plate, for the motor mounts, and for the bash guard. Now, if you wanted to mix and match and make each one of those a different color, you can. It's not as readily easy to do on the website. You'd have to contact them through email or include a note on your order. I would probably contact them to make sure that they get it exactly how you want it, because you know what? Then it just makes it your board, and it looks really good too. If you want to get a set of these trucks, it's $218. They're ready to go, but that doesn't include the motor mount brackets or the actual bash guard, so you got to add those on top of that. You're talking between $200 and $300 to get the complete set. But for many, it's going to be worth it, especially if your board came with the double kingpin and you want to have that added stability of a TKP, which is a single kingpin. Double kingpin are great, especially if you really are going to be in tighter spots and things like that. But at higher speeds, you know, you might risk a little bit of wobble. Well, you're going to be able to have more stability with a TKP. And if you get the right bushings dialed in there, which I still haven't done yet, I'm going to talk to Riptides about which ones I should use. You'll be able to get that super carvy board without sacrificing stability when you're talking about higher speeds. Now, I didn't film an install video. They've got plenty of information on how to install the trucks. It's actually not too difficult. And I've got some other videos on here about swapping trucks and the things that you're going to need to do. And I also was adding lights and stuff onto this board, some things that I had meant to do for a while, so I didn't film that. If the only thing I was doing is swapping out the old trucks for the new trucks, probably could have gotten that done in half an hour to 45 minutes. Like I've said before, OMW is a really good company. I really like the products that they're putting out there. This Hussar board, which if you haven't seen the review for that, got a link for that. It's popping up right here. It's, man, super flexy. I will give you a little caveat. If you get the TKP trucks for that particular board, has a lot of flex in the board, so I have to be really careful around speed bumps now because I lost, you know, just a little bit of height, overall height on the board. The other thing I could do, these are the 6-inch wheels that I've got on this board. I could actually get the 7-inch wheels from them or just get bigger wheels somewhere else, and it would take care of that, or at least help it greatly. Yeah, I was kind of bummed. I got my first yellow scar from a speed bump on the bottom of my enclosure. Not that big of a deal. Now I know to pay attention to that. These trucks have excellent stability. You might lose a little bit of that turning radius or something like that, but you know, again, work on your bushings and you should be able to dial that in a little bit better. Excellent board, excellent trucks, and I think an excellent update if you're looking to either go from the double kingpin or just want that added sense of security from CNC aluminum trucks. I'll put a link down in the description so you can go check them out for yourself. And I think I might have a coupon code. If I do, I'll add that down there too. I haven't had a whole lot of PEV, personal electric vehicle content here on the channel because it has been cold and windy on the Outer Banks, but I have had a whole bunch of new guitar content on here. If you're into guitar content or have a guitar and have been thinking about playing it more or thinking about getting a guitar, I try to find stuff that appeals to me, whether it's expensive or not expensive, and I really try to find that bargain stuff for you. And I've got a couple of really good guitars that I've just recently posted that are under 200 bucks. So if you haven't checked out that stuff, check that content out now. Not to mention, OMW does have a brand new board that's called the Lancer that has just been released. I've only seen pictures of it. I know that they showed it at EskateCon 2025. I was not able to be at that show. I had other family business to tend to, but as always, the board looks great and hopefully I'll get a chance to ride one soon. So there we go. Just a quick video today to talk about a little upgrade that I did to the Hussar. These trucks are great and I wanted to share them with you. Just remember, if you want a full-on custom color, you know, I told them I wanted the base plate to be this color, I want the hangers to be this color, I want the motor mount brackets to be this color, and I want the rods for the bash guard to be this color. So if you want to do that, you can. I just recommend that you email them or contact them on social media prior to making your order, of course. Hey, I want to thank you so much for your support here on the channel. Likes, comments, shares, subscriptions, always very important. So if you like what you see, hit that thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, there's a red subscribe button down there and a notification bell. Click both of those, you'll get notifications when I upload new videos. I've also got a thanks button down below this video. It ain't cheap to run these channels, so if you're so inclined, while I've tossed a couple bucks my way, bing, you can just hit that and it makes it real easy to do that. Either way, I just thank you so much for being here. That's going to do it for this episode. We'll catch you next time on the Vapor Trail channel.